Yo, what's happening, YouTube? What's Gleechy? How you guys doing? It's been a minute. Um, yeah, I got a fresh fucking little haircut here. It's not really done, but got a new. It's like a. It's just like my. It's just Sigma ready, pretty much. Anyways, it's been a while since I checked in with you guys. Lots going on, lots to talk about. Should be a pretty interesting video. Um, Before I get started, if you, for all of you that watch, if you could comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that shit, that'd be cool. Again, I appreciate it, but lots to talk about. So, um, we've been consistently training or on a plan since around mid October of 2025. So, somewhere in the, what would you call it, 9 month range. Um, and we've done a lot. But I do have to keep in mind um, the first 2 months was just me getting back in shape. And then the next 16 weeks was me doing a prep for, or a mock prep for the Arnold Classic. And then since then, I got a new coach and started my off season, and we're just trying to slowly get bigger. But I keep looking at my stuff and my pictures and stuff, and I'm like, man, like I'm really not seeing it as I thought I would. But it's really only been 4 months of training this way, and with my new coach. Is Bob is on Instagram? It's at Bob the Builder. He's a1 top. I mean, anyways, if you want to change your life, you'll hit him up. But after it's been 4 months, like, and again, I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm 37. So I do everything that I'm programmed to do, no matter what. Um, it's just what happened is just the discipline. Again, it's especially after like a mock prep. Like I wasn't getting on stage. Like that. I mean, that's in the even another level up. But um, there was, you know, that made me realize like, okay, like you can do whatever you put your mind to. Like, I had that lost for years. I was just, wouldn't say cruise control because cruise control is just, I was on the like, but it was just, I never thought that I would get that back, and I did. However, getting all those things back, without going into detail, getting all those things back literally um, was a cause and effect of where the thing I got back made me more or less lose a lot of other pillars in my life. Um, and so in a sense, you guys, like, I'll just, I want to be 100% transparent. Um, I just feel I've felt at times like I'm just stuck. Like the only option that I have is to continue doing, even like, let's just say I hated uh, eating and training and doing, I hated it. I would still do it. Like if everything was the same, but I hated it, I would still do it because that's all that I better keep doing that. It better be fucking worth every second because of what was sacrificed to get there. However, I enjoy it still. I love it. You know, I'm in the best shape of my life at my age. Um, I got my career back. You know what I mean? Um, Real estate, I mean, real estate's been my thing since that was the only job I ever had. Like, or that's the only thing I ever did. Um, so like all these things, like that's good, right? I'm in shape. That's good, right? Um, though that, like I said, what I chose to do came with like a huge sacrifice. And um without getting into it, it's it just, it is what it's like, it sucks. But here's the thing. I like it, like right now, like I'm out, I'm in the cold, dolo, I'm down here. Do you hear that? It's quiet, it's silent, it's cold down here. I like it down here now though. All of you want to go up and go on the party, go do the parties and the things like that. Not me. I like it down here now. That's what happened. That's where I'm at now. I like it down here. The suffering, I want to suffer. Suffering to me is now is just, that's what it's gonna, that's what is always gonna be, because I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna keep getting better. And when you're down here, it's just you. So if things don't go your way, guess whose fault it is? Yours. If things go your way and things are sweet and fucking you're doing good, guess whose fault it is? It's yours. Um, with that, I will say one thing. As a man, I completely failed in most every metric, um, from start to finish. And for me to be confused, um, just shocked, or any why things, you know, not acceptable. I'm not. I'm not shocked. Not. Does it? Someone like, does it hurt? Yeah. Everything fucking hurts when you love somebody. I love for real. That's the craziest part. So, um, but I like it down here now. You guys can enjoy whatever it is you guys enjoy and do whatever you guys do. But for me, I like the cold. I like being. This is. Hold on. You guys don't hear anything. I hear. I hear a lot. I'll tell you the one last thing. I'm gonna keep saying that. The easiest thing to do is give up on me. It's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing you can do to anyone, really. Give up on them. But typically, that's where like it ends. You give up on someone, and no, you get giving up on me. You'll remember that. It's gonna, and then that's the easiest. The hardest thing to do is realizing that that was the wrong choice. But of course, I can say that, right? Because it's me. I'm not gonna say good job. Absolutely impeccable effort there. Great decision. No. However, I was just about to say you live and you learn like a complete faggot, but um you just understand that there are some things in life that are just inevitable, and um you can only control what you can control. Now, for me right now, the main focus is just getting everything done that I need to get done every day. Um, I'm taking steps uh, towards, I guess you could say, my mental health. Not really a thing. More or less, what's going on in my brain. I had an issue with my brain for probably like 3 months, uh, and I have somewhat of an idea of what I think happened, but I'm not sure. Um, it wasn't drugs because again, if I was still over here like, oh, I don't know what it was, and like really like in my head like, yeah, it was drugs, man. But my brain was just, dude, I felt like I was like 60 years old at times, like forgetting stuff, losing shit, um thinking, having these wild, like weird thoughts that like days or any time period after the fact I would think about it and I'm like, whoa, like I don't know, like again, I'm not really sure what happened. Um but as far as I can tell, I think things are getting back to normal with my brain. Um I'm gonna figure that out, but for now, I do know that that's what I'm concerned about, and I've gotten blood work done and everything like that, and so far everything's above board. Um, I don't know. This whole the last 3 or 4 months, you guys has been. Do you know how? Like this is one thing I am getting back. Like I'm thinking about things like that. Like I was just about to say, could have been this last 3 or 4 months have been like the hardest the hardest 3 or 4 months of my life, and it's like, oh man, that is so unequivocally false, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because yikes, dude. Like it's been a pretty rough 3 4 months. Okay, so what? Um, but again, I've been through like a little worse. Um, and I just have to remember certain things. Like there's certain things that I choose not to remember because ultimately, like I said, at the end of the day, most everything is my fault in my life, and even when it's not my fault, it typically ends up being my fault anyways. So there are certain things that I block out and certain things that I need to not block out because yeah, I yeah, it was definitely me, but certain things that I just don't want to think about because not going to change anything. But if you start thinking about certain things and thinking about actions and things like that, and it's like, you know, the shoe fits, I guess. I don't even think that works there, but um, yeah. So I'll wrap this up. If anyone, if anyone sees this and you're going through something, or you've had loss in your life, or you've had you know bad thoughts about you're in a bad place, or you feel down or depressed, whatever the you know I'm not a doctor at all, not close, uh but reach out. Like I can just share like an experience or maybe like what I might have on it, and if I could help, like if one person reaches out, like that would be awesome. I mean, I'm not hoping, but saying like, let's just say like if it was just one, like that would make me feel good. But um, listen, at the end of the day, you have to remember, no matter who you are, you're the prize, and things will be okay. And again, in the moment when things are like that in your head and you're battling with yourself and you're thinking about all these things and seeing all these things, and you're just your insides are just, yeah, it's, you can't just, oh, I'm fine, but you'll be fine. um Damn, I'm just disappointed. If you want me to be honest, that's the last thing I'll say. I'm just disappointed. Easiest thing to do is give up on me, I promise you, but the hardest thing to do is going to be not regretting that. For anybody, that's for anybody. Well, thanks guys, this will be the first one back. Try to keep it more regular. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.